Hello and welcome to my channel On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And let's find out what's been on the hook. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. I appreciate you showing up and subscribing, and also to my viewers who've been with me a long time. Some are new, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so and like this video. If you don't mind, go ahead and do that, because I think you're going to like it. So welcome to everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful week, and you're looking forward to a weekend. It's only 2 weekends until Christmas, so things are heating up around here at the household that I'm in, and I hope that you are getting ready for the holidays and for Christmas and whatever else you have to do. And if you don't have to do anything, even better, you can put your feet up and crochet. You can do that, and you can knit. I'll have a little bit of knitting to show you today, and then also a couple of administrative items. So let me get to that right now. Last week I showed these beautiful cardinal earrings, and there they are right there. So pretty. See that cardinal on there? Let me get her over here. Beautiful cardinal, and the cross behind her. It's almost like a little gazebo piece or something. I really like that. And I neglected to say who sent these to me. It was Sandra. So thank you, Sandra. You know who you are. Thank you so much for sending these to me. I've worn them several times, and I really enjoy wearing them because they have my favorite bird, the cardinal, on there, which represents in 2 weeks a new Christmas baby. So we're excited about that celebration to come up, and I hope that y'all who are Christians will embrace it with me and enjoy the beautiful Christmas Day celebrations that we have all over the world. Another administrative item is this Purple Party Beret and cowl. And Rose very smartly told me that I had made a mistake in the pattern and had asked y'all to repeat round number 2. And this is where you're doing round 7 to 11 on the beret. And this also comes with a cowl pattern. It's real pretty too, actually, the cowl pattern. And I made this with Knit Crate yarn, and I have had this on my sweet little model here for a while. If you see her back on my piano back there, and I brought her up because she's wearing the Purple Party Beret, and it's a beautiful beret, and you can see her head through there because she doesn't have any hair on her head, and also hair would fill this out a little bit better so it wouldn't be so flat to her head. But I've really enjoyed making these. I've made 2 or 3 of these and really like wearing them, especially to church. They're really pretty with a jacket, a suit, or pretty sweater, and they just kind of finish off the outfit. So I wanted to show you that. I haven't shown this in a long time, and one of my favorite berets, it was actually a pattern that my mother came up with, and she gave me an old beret, and I took it apart, and I didn't really take it apart. I just examined it and wrote the pattern down, and I put it out on my Etsy shop, and it just seems to be perfect for me. Now, I have hair on my head, but this is how it fits when you put it on. And see, your hair fills it out right there. So it's not flat to your head like this one, but I just really love the color and everything. This is a Knit Crate yarn, and I'll never probably see this ever again, but it is quite beautiful. Now, any kind of size 4 yarn or even a size 3. And if you're really adventurous, you can use a size 2 fingering if you want to. But that is the Purple Party beret, and of course it comes with a cowl, and it's out on my Etsy shop if you're interested. It's not a difficult pattern, and I made the correction, and I reinstalled it onto the Etsy shop, but you don't really need to know that. I'll just tell you one more time. In the in the beret part of the pattern, for rounds 7 through 11, you should repeat row 4 or round 4 instead of round 2. You can just make that change on your pattern if you've already bought it. And if you buy a new one, it'll already be out there, and it'll be correct for you. So there's that. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about was what I have on. And I have on a brand new finished object. I talked about this last week because I was using this Colorfusion DK yarn. It's Premier Colorfusion DK in the Cotton Candy colorway, and it's 325 yards, all acrylic. Very soft. I enjoyed working with this. I used I believe it was a J hook to make this particular multicolor cardi, and this is what the pattern looks like. I know I've shown this quite a bit lately, but I'll tell you what, I've made 3 of these multicolor cardis now, and I use them all the time. They're easy to wear. There are no buttons on the front. You just put it on. It kind of keeps you warm, and it's that next layer that you can use over a thin turtleneck or even a t-shirt or even a tank top. So I've really enjoyed wearing them. So I made another one, and this one I used rib around the neck and the hem and the sleeves right there. But on the one that Crystal is wearing right here, and I'll pull her up and let you see. This is crocheted with the size 4 weight yarn, a beautiful, beautiful yarn. I think I've mentioned this before, and I can't remember the name of the yarn. It's a Premier yarn. It's quite beautiful. I really love it, but I don't know the name of it. I'll try to think of it and put it right here. I'll let y'all know what it is. But anyway, on the edges in the front, just on the front and around the neck, are single crochet rows. I think there are 3 or 4 rows here to make it a nice wide edging, but it's not ribbed like this one. This is ribbed with a front and back post stitch, and that is the one I believe that's in the pattern. But I think on this one I was running out of yarn, and I know when you do front and back posts it takes up a little bit more yarn than just a single crochet edge, so I put that on the front. But around the bottom, of course, is the ribs, because you start out at the very bottom of the sweater, you rib several rows, and then you start the sweater, and you crochet it from front to front. So you crochet it all the way around the back and up to the front, and then you'll break at the armholes. And I tell you how to do that. It's very, very easy. It's just stitch marker placement. It is not counting stitches unless you just want to. I use measurements, and then you just fold the fabric in half, and then you do some other things with it. Use stitch markers. So it's real easy to do, not hard at all. And you can whip one of these up in no time. And also the sleeves, the stitches are not counted, but you can count your own stitches. And then you decrease the way I tell you to, and it comes out really nice. The sleeves are perfectly sized for your arm, and the length as well, because you just crochet until you get to a certain point on your arm, and then you start the ribbing. So it's not difficult at all. But this is my favorite one here. This is pretty heavy though. When I pick it up, it weighs about 2 pounds. This one is much, much lighter. So I'm going to stand up and show you this one. This is my brand new multicolor Cardi. Well, here's my new multicolor Cardi in Colorfusion Cotton Candy, and I'll turn around and let you see the back of it. It's just kind of mishmash as far as the colors go, but I think they blend quite well. I'm not loving the white. I think if it was a little bit more muted, I would like it better, but I really do like this. It's comfortable, it's very lightweight, it's easy to wear, and it's that perfect layer that you can put over a shirt to wear around the house or wear out. You can wear it under a coat. It's pretty thin. It's not real thick like this one. This one's more like a jacket. I'm pointing to this one over here. You can't see it, but the one that I just showed you that Crystal has on, this is much heavier sweater, and so you can vary the sweater size of the yarn if you want to. You don't have to use a DK. This is a size 4 weight worsted DK yarn, and I made another one in the DK yarn as well, and it was wool, and so I used the City Tweed wool from Knit Picks in the DK size, and I made that one just out of multiple colors. It's quite beautiful, and it's lightweight, but it's warm because it's made out of wool. This is acrylic. It's a little bit cooler, but it's perfect for inside the house. So I really enjoy wearing this. I've worn it for a couple of days off and on, and I really like it. The sleeves are the perfect length. I made them a tiny bit longer than I did these because I wanted them to be a little longer. So on the next multicolor Cardi, I made them a tiny bit longer, maybe 2 more rows here, and they turned out perfectly. See how they fit? They're perfect for me, and they're not too short when I raise my arms. Not that these are really, but you know, a couple of rows is about 1/2 inch maybe, and so that adds just a tiny bit to the length of the sleeves. I'm also wearing this with some navy blue dress pants, a gray turtleneck, very thin tinsel top, and some deck shoes with it. I'm going to do a little shopping today, and I will probably have to wear a jacket over this, but in the car I probably won't wear the jacket. I'll be nice and cool, but not too hot in my new multicolor Cardi. Another thing I wanted to show you was a new Christmas present that I received from Mr. On the Hook. He gets high marks for this. This is a beautiful new office chair, and It is so soft and so smooth and so beautiful. I really like it. I'll pull it back here so you can see the seat. It's really like, almost like it's sitting in your car. It's just got a real nice finish on it. It's got air holes here. The arms are padded and they lift up so you can push your chair up under the desk a little bit farther if you need to, or you can pull them down and put your elbows down and take a break. But this is a brand new chair. Turn it around. And it's made by Serta. He got it at Office Depot, I believe. This was in a box and he had to put it together, so that was part of the present. And I didn't bother him while he was doing that. He did a really nice job. So thank you, Mr. On the Hook, for a beautiful Christmas present, early Christmas present, so I get to use it now. By the way, you'll see this color fusion again later in my show. Okay, now let me show you something I'm doing. I've been doing this for weeks now. It's knitting, and I'm slow, but I'm sure I can finish this. I'll be finishing this. But this is a cowl that I'm making. It was a scarf, but I just really don't want to knit for 6 or 8 months. By then it'll be hot. So I want to use this now. And I've got some, I believe it was Malabrigo yarn, and there it is. Beautiful Malabrigo Rios, I believe it is. I don't know the colorway, but they've got several colorways. You can look at that and probably find it on the Eat Sleep Knit site. It's called eatsleepknit.com, and that's where I get all my Malabrigo yarn. It's usually very affordable, and they have lots and lots of colors to choose from, so that's why I go out there. But this is the length that I have now. This is how much I've done, and it's only about maybe 40 stitches wide, and I'm using an 8 needle. I remembered now, this is an 8 needle. And this is where I am so far, and you can see I'm getting a little better with my knitting. I'm going to hold it up here and look at that. I don't see a whole lot of mistakes, if any, but it's turning out really nicely. And it's a very soft yarn. It is a DK size yarn. Very, very nice. And I'm keeping it in my little project pouch, which I'm really loving because it's the perfect size. I just throw it right in there, and I can take it in the car with me. And when Mr. On the Hook's driving, I can knit a row or two, and I knit some in the morning. After I have my coffee, I'll knit a little bit. And I've been working on this for quite a while, but I'll probably just get it long enough to go around my neck. And then I'm going to attach the short sides together. And then I think I'm going to try a crocheted edge. I'm going to try something new and different for me because I don't knit as a rule, but I thought I would try that. That might be kind of unique and fun, and I'm sure 10,000 people have done it already on YouTube. But I'll probably go on YouTube and see if I can find an explanation of how to do that, and I will put a little crocheted edge along the edge, and then I'll be done with it. I'm not going to spend any more time on it, but it is kind of fun to do because it's all knit stitch. There's no purling, and I know I need to start purling. I've had people tell me that on my comments that I need to start purling and learn how to do that, and that's what I'm going to do. I think the stockinette stitch is like a row of knit and then a row of purl, and y'all can correct me, but I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. And I might do the same thing over again, just to do it over and over and over until I get my tension correct and I can get the stitches, but I'm not dropping the stitches. So I'm trying that now, and I'm doing okay. I'm not perfect, of course, but I'm doing okay. So right now, let's take a look at my diamond painting. I have a new one on the easel, and my 2 previous diamond paintings are going to be sealed and then taken to the framer. So I already showed those. I think last week I showed the last one of those, and a lot of y'all have really enjoyed watching me do my diamond painting. So here's a new one. It's very small. I'll just show you that real quick. Now let's take a look at my newest diamond painting. This is a painting of just some florals with some little water bottles down here that the florals are in. I've done this much so far. This week I've run all the way from here to the other side. There's a little bit of a pink accent in there, which is cute. Kind of brings out the color of the pink up here. And this is just a kind of a little bit of a cheap diamond painting from Amazon that I bought a long time ago when I was doing kind of collecting diamond paintings, because I wanted to do some small ones, and then I was distracted by doing large ones, and these kind of went to the wayside. So I'm back at it. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the diamond paintings that I have in my stash. So I have the 27 color diamond painting here. This is really simple because it has colors that are noted by numbers and letters on the diamond painting canvas right here. As you can see, these are all V's, a few Y's in there, P's. All those are in the easy realm of diamond painting. If you want an easy one, it looks like this. It's not difficult at all. There's a lot of color blocking in here. As you can see, these are all the same color. These are all the same color in there. So it's not difficult at all to do. And that will be my next project. Now on this one, there are 27 colors. And I had this little bead organizer here, and I went ahead and labeled the containers with numbers. And over here, if you can see, the numbers correspond to the letters and the notations on the canvas itself. For example, if you're looking at an M, you'd find a 12 color, which is over here, and this would be a 12 color there. And I just took them out of the little plastic containers they were in. These are not Ziplocs. So I had to cut these in order to use them. I just wanted to go ahead and put them in something that I could open and close. So that's where they are here. And I just noted them with numbers so that I can find them on the canvas. And very, very easy. If you're looking for a simple one, I think I got this at Amazon. There's no name on it. It just says item B532. And it's a 30 by 40 centimeter, which is, looks like about a 10 by 14 or something like that. That's an approximate. I don't know that, but anyway, I have this here. And I've finished this part right here down in the bottom, and I'll just flip up and start the bottles next time I go to diamond paint. And this shouldn't take too terribly long to do, but I'm keeping my time on it, as I always do, to be sure I know how long I'm spending on my diamond painting. So that's where I am today with my newest diamond painting. I don't know the name of it. I'll name it, and I'll come up with something for next week. I hope you enjoyed that. I am going to maybe do 2 or 3 small diamond paintings, just to kind of get out of the huge painting business for now. I'm going to try some small ones, and I have several over there that I'm going to be working on, so as I said in my video. So here we go. My next whip, and my only whip that I'm working on right this minute, because I'm finished with everything. This was a whip last week, and I really wanted to finish this, so I did, and I've enjoyed wearing it. Now, this is my Christmastime Coverlet, and I started this a long time ago, and I've had it sitting in a bag over there, and I needed to finish it, so I thought I'm going to finish that, and I'm going to send the pattern out. I believe I'm going to send it out to the community. If you're not in the community, be sure to go down into this description box and click the link. It's free, and you get a free pattern when you sign up, and also you'll get a free pattern next week. I believe this will be going out. Hopefully I can get it written and get it out the door. Anyway, it's my Christmastime Coverlet. I'm making this with 3 different colors. One is the Red Heart Aran, and this has been rolled into a little cake by my new Knit Picks. You can hear it, listen. My new Knit Picks ball winder, and I'm loving it, and it stays together so well rather than like this. This is going to be the next the next ball winder project right here, because it's starting to be sad. And usually what I'll do is I will flip this over like that, the ball band, and I'll just tape it right there, and it keeps it, fairly tight. But then it's so tight in the middle just to keep the ball band on that sometimes it's hard to pull the yarn through. So I'll probably just wind that into a cake, and that way I can use it. But honestly, yes, I probably will, because I don't need any more red for this particular project, and I'll show you why. This is the coverlet, and I'll hold up part of it here. This is what it looks like. Let me get this up here where you can see it. There are 2 rows of red, and then a row of white, and then supposedly 2 rows of green, and row of white, 2 rows of red, and it goes all the way like that down to the bottom. Now let me show you how big this is. It's pretty big. It's, see if I can get it up here. It's this big, and It's quite wide. I wish I had the measurements. Next week, I will surely have this finished by then, and I can tell you what the measurements are. I'll get those for you. But the Christmastime Coverlet. And what I did around the border, that's not pretty. I haven't done my ends yet, but you turn it on the right side. This is the end of the coverlet, the one end of it. And then I went around it in red, green, just half double crochet around the edge in different colors. And then for the last color, which is white, I'm going to edge it in white, and I'm going to use the puff stitch to go backwards. And this is a backwards puff stitch. Yeah, I'm going that direction. So it's a backward puff stitch, and it's going to take me a while to get it done. It may not get done next week. I don't know. I'll try to get the pattern out, though, because I do know that the puff stitch, I'm going to use the same one. I believe it's the same one I used on Jeannie's crescent shawl, which went out to the community last week. And the puff stitch that's on there can be the same on here. And I think it gives the border a very pretty edge right there. I just really like the way that looks. So I'm going to do that all the way around on this, and that'll take me who knows how long because it doesn't go very fast. But it is beautiful when you get it finished. So there you have it. Anyway, I'm doing this in a burgundy Red Heart Super Saver and the Aran white and green apple ombre, which I don't have the band right here, but that's what this green is right here. It's green apple ombre. And as you look at the Afghan, and some stripes, it's darker than others. And I did this on one of the Boggy Creek Afghans as well. I did a corner to corner, and I used the green apple ombre, and it was so pretty because it would get lighter and then darker, and as the little throw was getting larger. I just really enjoyed watching that. I love the green apple color. I think it's so pretty, and it looks really nice with the burgundy red Super Saver. So that's what my whip is this week, and hopefully in my knitted cowl, I'll be working on both of these this week. Now it's time for giveaways. Hey, look, there's my Afghan. That's my Autumn Aspirations Afghan by Juan the Yarn Addict with a ad lib at the end. I didn't quite finish it, but I put the ends on that one to make it a rectangle. So I really like it. I've got it on the back of my diamond painting chair, so I'm enjoying that. Now, let's get to giveaways real quick because this is what I'm giving away this week. It's a make by Jeannie. And it's the crescent shawl that I sent the pattern out for last week. But if you don't want to make one, you can win this one. Hopefully you will. This is the keyword shawl in your comment last week on my video. So let's turn before that, let's look at this. This is the Loops and Threads yarn that I used for it. And this is a whole skein right here. I think I used maybe a yard off of this or something. But you can use this to put the puff edge on there if you want to. And you will have the pattern. I may run the pattern off for you. Whoever wins this, if you're not in the community, I'll just run the pattern off for you. And you'll have the pattern and the yarn and the finished shawl. You can use it just like this, or you can put the edging around it. So let's turn the camera to the computer and find out who wins this week. Here we are at the computer, and I'm going to roll up here just a little bit and show you. There is the, this is the link for the video right there for last week, and then we're going to use the word shawl as our key word. So let's get our comments from this video, find out how many people signed up for it. 86 people. Okay, let's go right over here, and wow, I don't know what this is, but this is picking a winner right here. And it's going to spin the names, and now we're going to see who won. That would be Irene Lambert. Irene Lambert, you've won Jeannie's crochet shawl, already crocheted for you, and a skein of that beautiful yarn to go with it. So Irene Lambert, you have won the gift this week. Well, congratulations to our winner. Please send me an email and let me know what you won and your name and your address, please. So, and put winner in the subject line so I can find your email and send this out to you. Now, for next week, I hope I can do a video. For the next video, let's just say that, because I don't know when I'll be able to. I'm having a house full of company, and they'll be here for 5 days. So I'm not really sure if I'll be able to do another video anytime in the next week or so. So we'll see. I might just do one early. I don't know. But next week I have 2 things I want to give away. First of all, if you remember the Colorfusion, I bought 3 extra skeins that I didn't need. I made this with 3 skeins of Colorfusion and about, I don't know, 6 inches of a double crochet on this. So probably about 3 yards, maybe 5 yards off of this one. So you'll receive 2 full skeins still in the plastic, and then this one, which is basically a full skein. So you'll have 3 full skeins there. And like I said, I took 3 skeins to make this. And if I were making it again, I'd probably get 4 skeins if I was using Colorfusion, which I won't be doing because I've already got one. But if you're thinking about doing this with Colorfusion, I'd use 4 skeins because that way you give plenty of yarn. You're not going to run out when you're trying to finish a sleeve. And you can make it a little bit longer if you want. This is mid-hip, so that's about the right length for me. A cardigan, that's the length that I like to use. So this is like a medium size maybe, so you might kind of gauge it that way if you want to make one for yourself. But if you have these 3, you should be able to make one if you're fairly small, or if you're going to make it shorter or something, and you can just buy 1 more skein and you'll have plenty to do whatever you want to with. So that will go to, I will go to the person that writes the word color in their comment on this video. Write the word color and you'll be in the running for this gift. Also, no one claimed this. It's been up for 2 or 3 weeks now, and I want you to write the word world if you're interested in this Crochet World. This is the newest version, or the newest publication, winter of 2024. Crochet World, beautiful magazine, lots of great patterns in here. It's it's 98 pages long. Ton of patterns in here. So if you're interested in this, use the word world in your comment and you'll be in the running for this. So use the word world and or the word color for the yarn. So that's all I have for you today. I want you to be sure to have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. If I'm not back before Christmas comes, I think I probably will be, but we'll see, because I'm going to be very busy and have lots of people around. So I may not be able to be back with you. But for my next video, we'll pick the winners of these gifts. And if I don't see you again, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful holiday Christmas and a great New Year's too. Of course, I'll be back before then, hopefully. And I will see you then. And let's find out then what's on the hook.